every city that's close by. Bitch ass hillbilly redneck fans. Auburn almost caught y'all slacking like dress pants. Michigan trash, they ain't got a damn chance. Only Wolverine I respect is X-Man. Keen ass coach got exposed, still in plays. Damn right I'm bitter.
Yes. The Tiny Hat CEO is back. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody over there watching us on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck Elon Musk got that shit being called now. Bring your ass over to YouTube, go to the Renegade Report, jump in the chat, be ready to go to Talk Reckless. And of course, shout out to my beautiful co-host, my FSU Harley Quinn. Look at her. She got on the red and black lumberjack. All she missing is the hat to match. What is
I
up, Jenny
know.
Small? How you doing?
Well, I'm good. I just I decided it's kind of Thanksgiving. You got to get in the mood for a little Christmas, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what my dog Dave at? Because Dave know exactly where I'm looking. Go ahead. Okay, Jen, I see you. Man, listen, we about to have us a good time. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? We happy to have you back, girl.
Yay. I'm happy to be back. I'm finally, feeling better, walking around, trying to.
Mm-hmm.
Although I ditched my other leg, so now I'm just on a crutch. I'm back on one crutch.
So you got, instead of having two legs, you got one leg and a crutch?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oof, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
We gonna have us a good time tonight, people. Just the chat was already on some shit before we even got in here. I was just reading some of this. I'm like, yeah, it's about to go down. My DMs are in shambles. Now I know what you felt like. I know what you feel like before they fuck with your account. My DMs are in shambles, boy. When I say people all like ever since they made this fucking announcement, they've been hey, y'all going live Monday? Y'all going live? What's going on? What's happening? I'm like, hey. That boy Dave said you look like Al Borland from Home Improvement.
Maybe. But you know what? I like it. I think it looks kind of cute. That's all I'm going to say.
We hate it. But so, of course, we got to start with this program that I love and I've supported my entire life. The Florida State Seminoles came out, made their statement, and pretty much just gave Mike the vote of confidence, if you will. I'm not reading that whole last statement. All of y'all probably not read that shit. I'm not doing that. The version I got of that shit is just super tiny, and I truly don't give a fuck because I'm not happy about it. But they've decided to say that they're gonna keep Mike Norvell moving forward. They kind of broke down a lot of the shit that they were saying about why they're gonna retain him. And I saw a couple of things that they said there that we can kind of dive into. But what did you think? Did you read the statement, and what did you think when you saw the statement?
I thought I was surprised it didn't come the weekend before, to be honest. This is kind of what I was expecting. This was what I was trying to, maybe help you with your anger just a bit, with your expectations, maybe lower it just a bit, because for me, this was a saturated market. There was a lot of job openings. I think your best G5 that you could have gotten is John Summerall, but he has ties to Auburn. You're not going to break those. I think there was just a lot of things that were not in your favor that might be a lot in your favor next year. That's what I would say. There's not going to be a raise. There's not anything. I think this is, unfortunately, Mike's a lame duck next year. Now, will that help or punish recruiting? I don't know. I don't think it's going to help all that much. But this was what I expected how it to end, probably since Stanford. If they didn't fire him after Stanford, this is the way it was always going to end. And I'm sorry, guys. I know some people are upset, but that is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm sorry.
That sounds rational. That sounds rational. That sounds level-headed. I do definitely want to say that what you just said right there makes all the sense in the world until you think about the shit. Absolutely not. These motherfuckers are outside of their goddamn minds. Are you kidding me? When I looked at that statement, when I read the statement, and I read it in full. All right, I'm somebody who deals with contracts. I'm somebody who deals with PR. I'm somebody who deals with this bullshit all the time, marketing left and right. I know exactly what this shit is. This was bullshit, is what it was. I'm gonna tell you what it really was. I'm gonna tell you what it is. They lost to Stanford. All right, they lost to Stanford, and they were like, "Hey, we might have to get Cuz the fuck up out of here because this fan base is gonna lose. They got right." And then they went around and they said, "Hey, listen. We know y'all we passed the hat before, but we're gonna have to pull the trigger on this. We're gonna have to get Cuz up out of here." And the big money was like, absolutely not. No, who making this decision? Who signed him to that raggedy ass contract? Who the one who told him this, that, and the third? No, you motherfuckers make sure that you get your shit together before we give a dime. We ain't giving you nothing. Shout out to Jeff Hill with the $10 super chat. He said the administration pretty much told us they didn't care about the fans. Apparently wins and losses don't matter, and they're happy with being mediocre with a dead man walking. Jeff, if you ain't never spoke the truth, you told that motherfucker right there with that one right there. All right, they went to try to pass the hat. The big money was like, absolutely not. We ain't giving you a dime until we see some changes first. And they said, all right, we gonna look internally. I'm reading the tea leaves on this, people. I ain't saying that nobody told me this. I ain't saying I got people in the building. I ain't saying I'm sitting in them rooms because I am a guy who just runs his mouth on the internet. But here's what I do know. That sounds like what happened. And then they said, you know what? We're going to put out this statement to make the fan base kind of shut the hell up for a little bit and say, we're going to reevaluate at the end of the season. And then they started to try to fix some shit. They probably went out there to see what the market looked like, who was going to come take the job, probably even interviewed a coach or two, talked to some representatives, etc. Found out what it was really going to cost to get another guy up in here. And they were like, we might have to just run this shit back next season. That's what they said. And then they said, you know what? We said until the end of the season, thinking that this dude was going to be able to beat Wake Forest, to beat NC State, to beat who else did we have? Who else did we have? Florida. You might have a chance to win those games to kind of keep the fan base quiet. And we went out there and looked like ass. We beat Wake Forest. NC State gave us the work. And then they were like, well, we probably going to lose to Florida. So we need to come out here and tell these folk that we ain't getting rid of him right now.
Yeah.
They thought they could sell that shit to us, thinking that we stupid, thinking that we slow, thinking that we dumb. Like we going to be quiet about it. Absolutely not. I'm going to run my mouth. My mama gave me one big-ass mouth. And I'm going to run that motherfucker. You think I'm dumb, Florida State? Y'all think I'm stupid? Is this what y'all think about your fan base? They pretty much said, hey, we ain't got it. The big money ain't going to give it to us. And based off of everything that we saw out here, we going to have to run this back. But we got to fix some things in-house first. And then they come out with the statement. And then when we see the statement, right, because you have to get ahead of it, because you know this Florida loss is coming. That Florida is about to put belt to ass to you with an Indeed coach that they got up there. And with a whole bunch of talent, because the last coach that they just got fired could actually stock the cupboard with talent. Your coach can't get talent, and he's still in place. But they finna bust your ass right now with no coach and all the talent the last guy had in there. That's what they finna do, right? So they had to get out ahead of this ass whooping that's coming to us. You're going 5-7, you're not going bowling. When they sold us on, you're going to at least go bowling this year. Right? They went and got a team put together to at least go this year. But here is what got me about this. And I'm gonna read this one part right here that completely pissed me the hell off over any part of this right here, right? This is from Dr. Richard McCullough, FSU president. He said, Coach Norvell embraces our support in that process and agrees that success must be achieved. He continues to demonstrate an unwavering belief in this program's future, and so do we. This decision reflects a unified commitment to competing in the rapidly evolving landscape of college football while maintaining continuity within the program. So essentially, Mike believes that he can get this shit right. We gonna stand behind Mike for right now so that we can compete at the highest levels of college football. And we're gonna do that with continuity within the program. Your motherfucking program been peering at the ass bouncing on camera for 2 years now. We don't want to continue none of this shit. Are you kidding me? You can't recruit. You can't develop. You can barely portal at this point, and now you're sitting here telling me that you're going to go out here and try to continue this shit with bullshit inside the program? The problem is the calls coming from inside the house, motherfucker. What is wrong with you, old man? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you sniffing? Are you high? Are you high? Is that what this is? Unwavering support, maintaining continuity within the program. Basically, everything that you just said you were about to do is the same shit that old man Fisher said was a problem damn near 10 years ago. The fuck are you talking about? He was complaining about this bullshit way back when. And now we are on our second head coach with all of the same fucking problems that we saw from from 2 coaches ago. And you talk about continuity within the program. I should continuously stomp a hole in your ass, old man. All right, that's what I would say. But I don't abuse the elderly. Okay, I need you to get your shit together. You're not finna sit here and tell me you finna go and revamp. And you're gonna push forward with what's within the program. What's within the program right now ain't been working. What you thought has been working. You thought that shit was right. You need to try some wrong, dog. You need to try some wrong at this point. Because what you think is right is all off. That shit is wide and all offside. You gonna sit here and tell me you gonna try some shit with the continuity of the program. You need to continuously get your ass back out here and go find you some staff, go find you some coaches. As a matter of fact, go get you an actual head coach that knows what the fuck's going on and get him in here to build this bitch back up from the studs. That's what you need to do. You need to embrace that shit. Raggedy ass old. Anyway. Am I losing my mind here? Am I losing my mind?
Well, I think you're hurt because you're a fan, right? You're a fan.
You damn right.
And that, it hurts you that your team has not played well. Now, my question would be, what do you want them to do? Fire him? Sure. Pay $60 million to what? To what? Who? To hire whom?
Anybody.
Okay. And then what when you're in the same position next year?
I'm glad you said that, Jen. And you know what? This is why
Because hang on, wait. Because I do think what you're gonna see is a reduction in probably his buyout.
By $10 million.
Well, I mean, you might see some negotiation here. You might see some negotiation on his contract. I think what you're seeing now and what everybody is not understanding is, okay, cool, let's go compete. And I do think they can compete with LSU, Florida, Auburn, all these schools that are open. They're open. They haven't hired anybody yet. Nobody. So again, what did you want them to do? Go put it out there, spend $60 million, fire him. I get it. I get the anger. But again, you're going to be in the same fucking position. This is how Miami and Florida have been going through coaches like nobody's business. And it's not a great place to be. You've got to try. And I saw somebody saying they fired Willie Taggart for less. No, they fired Willie Taggart for all the reasons in the world. We would have been in such a mess. Now, maybe they should have gone for better when they hired Mike Norvell. I don't know. That's not the point here. The point is you don't want to sit there and go 2 years, Willie, 3, we're on multiple years with Mike. But this is, it's not something you want to get so messy in where you're paying 3 different coaches at the same goddamn time. It's not fun. Like, I don't know what to say. But anyway, as I said, what would you want them to do? You go ahead and tell me.
Right. I'm glad you said that. All right. Here is how I'm looking at it. Right. You're in year 6 with this, right?
100%.
He is now on his second batch of coordinators. Second batch, I'm gonna say. Okay. So with a head coach, right? And I'm gonna take a step back and then I'm gonna answer your question. With a head coach, if it starts having a problem, there are 3 levers that you're able to pull as a head coach to kind of save your job, to buy you more time. Right. The first one is, I just took over. The last guy left me a bunch of bullshit. I got to try to get this rot out. He already had that. That was the 2020, the 2021 season. He already had that. Right. So that lever is gone. And we even excused what we saw. We even excused it because we knew how much of a shit show it was when Willie Taggart left, right? So he already had that one. The second thing that you do is you get rid of your coordinators, okay? Well, he got rid of his OC. He got rid of his DC. They brought in a new OC, and they brought in a new DC. So you already have your coordinator changes, right? And then the third thing that you can possibly do, if you pull that lever, is you go out here and you have a few bad games here or there, but you can still kind of sell, look, this is the projection, this is the progress that I'm making, this is where we're going. And if you just give me a little bit more time, one more shot at it, maybe you can see where we can get to this other side here, because we're so doggone close, right? Well, let's see. We've already forgiven him for the last guy was a shit show problem. They chucked up the money, they coughed up the money and gave him the coaches that he wanted. They gave him the coordinators that he wanted. They allowed him to do that last season. So now you go to the third part. What are we seeing that we're progressing toward, right? Can he come out here and sell progress to us? Hey, this was year one of this new thing. Next year is going to be year two. We can keep going. We were told this was going to be year one. This was going to be something that could be fixed. We got the new coordinators. We can come in here, do X, Y, and Z. Well, we came out here and we fell flat on our ass. We beat Bama. Bama was great. That was a great moment in FSU history. Opening a new stadium, fans everywhere, all us hyped like a motherfucker. Even though most of y'all thought they were going to go 8-4, maybe 9-3 on a good year, all of that other shit. Most of y'all thought that, right? And then you come out here and you fall flat on your face. And it's not even the fact that you fall flat on your face. It's the way you're falling flat on your face. So you're not progressing toward anything. Is your recruiting better? No. Is your development better? Because you would think at this point, we would at least see some of the young guys that have stepped in and have been able to show proof of concept with who you brought in already. You can't show that. So your recruiting is bad. Your development is bad. And then smart fans like us and the people in the chat here, we all look at this shit and we say, okay, well, what does your recruiting look like? Where the young guys at? What's happening out here? We're looking at it like we're not progressing towards shit. So even if you do keep the same coordinators, you got to probably go get you a new quarterback. You got to go get you a whole new O-line. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to do with your receivers. Your running backs, you got 2 young running backs. You really only use one for the most part, and he's just stagnant as the way it's going right now. Your entire defense needs to be revamped, right? So when you say we're progressing towards something, this was supposed to be year one with new guys coming in, and then you can see some of the young talent. You can go out here and hit the trail. We don't even see that. So when you ask me what it is that you want them to do, very simple, very simple. Get rid of his ass. Pull the plug on this shit. And I say that specifically because you know next year is going to be a shit show with or without Mike, with or without him. Next year, we're probably going to win 3 games, maybe 4 with that schedule that we got. 3, maybe 4. And this is without us knowing whether or not we're going to have new coordinators, without us knowing whether or not we're going to have new position coaches, with us seeing how lackluster the recruiting is. You know next season is going to be a 3 or 4 win season with the schedule that we got. So now, if you're telling me right now, $50 million ripped the Band-Aid off, now you got to go hire a whole new staff. By keeping this dude, then you save the $10 million for next year. You're going to be ripping the motherfucking Band-Aid off then, saved yourself $10 million, and then what? All for what? Another lost season? Another wasted season under this dude? Another wasted year of some potential pieces that you could keep on the roster or add to the roster, and this cat's still sitting here, being the figurehead out there with the Doc Rivers voice, giving us these false promises, this false hope? Absolutely not. So I say rip the Band-Aid. Yeah, you might be in a saturated market. You weren't going after the same guys that Florida was going after. And if you were, cool. LSU is LSU. So right now, in my estimation, you would be the 3rd best program looking for a coach right now. I say Florida and LSU are 1 and 2. Florida State would be 3rd. Penn State would be 4th, and then you can start talking about the Auburns and the Arkansas and all of them other shits. They are irrelevant. You're not even in the same place. And like you said, Auburn you can't even count because they pretty much already got their guy. So you're really looking at what Florida and LSU are doing, and they're both going after the same guy. Meanwhile, neither one of them was going after the guy that I said was laying right there for you. He had his skirt pulled up, bent over, telling you to come slide up in that Hunzi. That's what he was doing. And you didn't pull the trigger on it. That's all I'm saying. It would have been a smart decision for them to do that. However, I understand what they are saying. I just don't think that they're going to get the support that they think they're going to get behind this shit. I was watching some shit earlier today. That boy Bud Elliott said flat out, I already talked to my sponsors. We ain't even doing a no cast next year until they get this motherfucker out of here. I was like, damn. And that motherfucker's been on the air for what, 15, 16 years doing that show? And he said, we just going to take the year off because they brought him back. I saw Jeff Cameron, another one, the voice of Florida State. He pretty much said himself, why even bother to support? They showed you that they don't even give a fuck, so why would y'all do? Why would y'all? Right? That's what I saw. So when I'm seeing the people like that who are heavily invested in this program, them on the bench boys yesterday, we gonna talk about what I saw with them cats. But them on the bench boys just looked dejected. The Knowles 247 cats looked like they're just miserable. All of them. And then we're sitting here doing this too. The fan base as well. Now, I saw some shit where one of the boosters posted the vocal minority always running their mouth, and Michael Alford went and liked the tweet and thought that shit wasn't going to get around. Yeah, you know what? I might be a vocal minority out here, but guess what? I'm the smart motherfucker out here telling you that what you're doing is going to cost you more than you think it is. I truly do think that. So I might be outside of my damn mind, but I know I'm making sense right now, which is crazy to me. I don't like
You're
this
making
face that you're
sense.
making. I don't like
You're
this face that
making
you're making.
sense. I don't know why everybody is hating on the fact that I was just telling y'all exactly what was going to happen.
You sure did.
It's not that I said that's what I want.
Mhm.
I don't want to go fucking hire some other loser. Like, what are you going to do? I don't like it. It is what it is. That's the position we're in. And we can sit here and like be upset about it. I just try to tell y'all, once Auburn, LSU, all these came open, it is what it fucking is. And you can, what? You want to go hire James Franklin? Okay, cool. Hey,
Sure.
I don't, that's great. Good for you. But apparently it didn't work out. You think he'd go to Virginia Tech if he thought Florida State was going open? Of course not. Virginia Tech is where coaches go to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which tells me that the admin was like, nah, we gonna keep this motherfucker here because we don't want to do what is necessary.
By the way, for everybody getting all upset about this, there was a reason. Everybody can look on other coaching boards, see who they're talking to. James Franklin wasn't talking to Auburn. He's not talking to Florida. He's not talking to LSU. And there's a reason he's not on those lists. So I guess if you just want a guy and you want to sit here and complain because, hey, Florida State didn't talk to him, well, guess what? Nobody else fucking talked to him either.
That is true.
Okay. Now they did fire their coaches. That's true too. But guess what? A couple of them are about to have to settle for 5th and 6th. That's what they're about to have to do. Now,
100%.
Auburn, I don't know about LSU because to me, I think LSU really shot themselves in the foot, but it looks like maybe some things are changing a little bit. But with their whole, I'm not going to pay his buyout, I think that's a joke. I think that really messed them up. But again, I think you're just not going to have what you think you're going to have at this point. This was a horrible year to fire a head coach. I'm not defending it. I'm not saying it's going to be better. I'm just
100%.
trying to tell you exactly what was going to happen. And for all these weirdos, like especially whoever this Casey person is, I don't know. I don't know you. You're kind of a stalker. It's very weird. Cool. But, go live your life and worry about other people. So strange.
Bro, he outside his mind. Shout out to Jeff Hill once again with another super chat. He said, it's always a gamble when you go after a coach. When Georgia went after Kirby Smart, they didn't know it was going to work or work out. You have to take that chance, more of a gamble to keep them. And that right there is my thought process on this. I understand what they're saying because if you go back and you look at that statement and that's the other part of this, right? The other part of it was from the Peter Collins dude, the Board of Trustees guy. He said, Florida State has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in its football program over the past few years with high expectations. He says, our mission is unwavering in putting Florida State football at the forefront of college athletics. Our responsibility is to do what gives Florida State the strongest competitive position, not just today, but for years to come. And that right there lets me know that they were like, look, we could do this. But we want to hold on to this bread. We probably have the bread. We might not have the bread. We don't know. We ain't going to say whether or not we got the bread. But we're going to do this to fix some shit in-house, and we're going to kind of support him behind the scenes. And when I read that, I'm like, look, I think y'all wasting time. I truly do think that y'all wasting time because the fan base is not going to be happy. You're going to go from 2-10 to 5-7 to next season probably be another 3 or 4 win team. And then for what? What are you progressing toward? What is this guy doing that is going to say, yeah, this is going to work? Now, my thought process on James Franklin was very simple, and I was very clear with it. Do I think he's going to win you a national title? Absolutely not. But what I do know about that guy is that guy can build a program from the studs to a nice-looking house. That's what he can do. He did it at Vanderbilt. He did it at Penn State. Penn State ripped the Band-Aid off, and what Penn State did was what I think shoot themselves in the foot because they're like, oh, well, this guy can't win. He can't beat Ohio State and Michigan. Well, nobody was really beating Ohio State and Michigan. Penn State is going to be third and now fourth in that conference from now until the end of fucking time because Ohio State ain't falling off. Oregon is now in there ripping shit up, and now they got to. And Michigan is not going to be down forever if you really want to consider what they're doing right now being down. And then you got to deal with whatever that dude can do at Indiana if he can replicate this. We don't know. Everybody wanted that dude, but it's like, dude, we see what it is. It might be, a bag of sand that he's selling you, but we got to see. Florida State, what Florida State is doing right now, I think, is way bigger of a risk, a much bigger risk. Because let's say you do bring him back. Okay, cool. So it was what, $60 million they said? I thought the Underbench boys said that it would be $28 million immediately, and then you have to start looking at him $10 million a year as dead money on the books, and then you have to go spend another $15 to $20 million on a new staff. Okay, cool. So let's say you save that money. Let's just say that's 40.
I don't think you're going to have to spend that on a new staff. Right. Well, you're not going to have to pay the old staff, is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here is my thought process behind this. Okay, so here's what y'all telling me. You gonna keep him. You're going to keep him. The money and the resources that you had where you could have gotten him up out the paint, you're now going to allocate that to resources in the back office. That's what you're going to do. Okay. So you're going to go get a new OC or a new DC, even though he handpicked these dudes. So now y'all going to go out here and force him to get more people? Are these people who are in line with what he's doing? Or is this going to be people that are completely different from him where he's just going to be a figurehead out there? So are you neutering him in that aspect? That's number one. Are you going to go get different position coaches? Because if you get rid of your OC and your DC, some of those position coaches may clear up out the paint. So again, more people that he's going to be in charge of that are not the guys that he would want there. So are you neutering him in terms of doing that? If you're going to go get more support staff when it comes to recruiting, development, which we're going to get into as well, is he going to be the person that is spearheading those efforts? Because right now we've seen him for 6 straight years being at the forefront of that, and he's been doing a miserable job of that on the high school end. Yes, he was great in the portal initially, but the rest of college football caught up to you. So what can you do? What is your next move to adjust that, right? So if you're telling me you're going to give him all of this support, you're going to dump more money into NIL, even though your AD is out here saying that he's out here trying to say that we should put a salary cap or put an untold cap on the players and what they can earn, right? He's out here saying that. Are you going to give him the money for the NIL? If you're going to put the money into the NIL into the football program, so you're going to go get the players. That's what you're saying. Is he the person you want to put in charge of going to get the players? Because we've seen the players he getting. You would be overpaying for that shit. Are you telling me that the back office is going to make all of these decisions, so he's just going to be the whooping boy that's out there in the front until y'all decide to rip the Band-Aid off when it's cheaper for you? Is that what you're doing? Because if that's what you're telling me you're doing right now, then you should just get rid of him. Get rid of him. You're pretty much stuck right now, and you're stuck because you're making yourself stuck. I understand saving the money. And I saw this dude CJ in the chat here talking about some what did he say? Hold on, let me go find what CJ just said so I can go ahead and light his ass up. It's easy to talk about spending the money when it's not coming out of your wallet. How about this? Your mama know what my meat feel like, and it came out of my pants, but she birthed your meat having ass. All right, she know what your meat look like, but she's still choosing this one. All right, get it together. Nobody want to hear nothing out of you and your raggedy ass squad. Kids today know Florida State is a joke, perception wise. Meanwhile, whoever his team is probably ain't won a
It's a
national
Miami
title.
fan.
Yeah, a
Guarantee
Shane's fan. A Shane's fan. All right, your team ain't even never seen the kids today don't even remember the last time. They weren't even born when your team was winning shit. They weren't even born when your team was winning shit. And now they see your coach
They
making
have to use VCRs if you can find them to watch the last time they won something big. That's it.
They can go on YouTube and they can't even change the quality of the video to something that's up to date. That's what that is. Mario putting belt to ass. He putting belt to his own ass. He putting belt to his own ass. That's why y'all crying right now about Notre Dame.
I don't understand this guy.
Lame
Like he's got like a sickness maybe today. I don't know.
All Shane's fans got it. All Shane's fans got it. They can go sit their ass
Drugs are hitting hard for him today, you know? Maybe share what you're on. Let us know. But although, if he's in Miami, like I don't really like the bath salts. That's not a good thing. I think that really ruins you. So
CJ is a Knowles fan?
Who?
Bruh. Get your shit together, bro. Talk about so it's easy to talk about. You are a Knowles fan. No, see this right here. I should throw your ass out of this fan base. I wish I could put a GIF.
Oh, is he like trying to do this so he can be friends with Miami fans? That's crazy. That's weird.
Nah, he's probably a part of that contingent. The unvocal. What is it? The silent majority. That that's what they say. The silent majority that wants to keep Mike. They want to keep Mike. He's just give him more time, motherfucker. Get your shit together. You should be happy as hell that we out here pissed off because we want better for the program. Mike has served his purpose. I keep saying this shit, bro. Mike.
Well, then, CJ, I probably agree with you because I've been trying to talk rationalization to him that they were not going to fire him.
She did.
And I've been getting hate too. It's not that I don't want them to. I'm just saying this is what was going to happen. I was trying to not let you crash out, which apparently has not worked.
Hell no.
No, he crashes out on the daily. Like he crashes out all the time. And I was like, oh, LOL. Are you reading fan fiction today? That's what I always say to you. Is it not? Are you reading fan fiction? That
is true. She stay frying my ass. And you know what? You're right. Who just put this? Yeah, I see you, JM Futch. You're 100% correct. We expect better out here.
I get it.
Expect better.
Like nobody is saying ridiculous. You shouldn't expect better. I don't know why I'm getting so shit on here just for saying why that it was going to happen this way. It always was. So
Hey, Ivans. First, shout out to Jeremy Ivans in the chat. Go check out Rock and Noel. That's my boy right there. Hey, Ivans.
And normally he's like at least nice to me, Jeremy, and you're not. You're not. You're sitting here saying I'm doing something wrong. I'm just saying what happened.
She did. She told us that she was like, listen, all of this shit sounds great, but your job ain't open. And she kept saying it over. The job's not open. The job's not open. The job's not open. You haven't fired your coach. You probably not firing your coach. She's been saying this for weeks. And I'm ignoring all of that shit because I'm like, no, they have to get rid of this guy. But shout out to Ivans. I'm with you on this. Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the haters. I love the haters. This show is predicated on haters being in the chat.
100%. Yeah.
That's why we don't kick their ass out. However, I'm gonna hate on this damn admin right now because they making my life hard. They making my life hard. I've been taking notes. You see this? This is my notes app. I've been taking notes of all the bullet points. The admin statement was bullshit. Let's go back for a second. This the hater show, Will Wick. Hey, listen.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, this is what we do, baby. This is what we do. And your mama loved me for it. She loves me for it. She loves the way that I hate fuck the shit out of her all the time. So get it together.
Oh my God.
So, hey, she's on the list. She's on the list. All right. They told us we're going to evaluate at the end of the season. And then they proceeded to tell us they're going to keep this man before the season was even over.
Yep.
You lied to me, Alfred. You lied to me, Collins. You lied to me, McCullough. These last games didn't matter at all. They didn't matter at all. I'm not coming for you either, Will Wick.
I think they did. I think they did matter. I 100% think they did matter. I think if they had lost to Wake Forest, we would be having a totally different conversation right now. I don't think that they would be able to get away with it, but beating Wake Forest the way they beat Wake Forest and beating Virginia Tech, I'm only saying, y'all don't get mad at me. I'm only saying that gave them the confidence to say, hey, this is what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I know that sucks. You don't ever want to wish for your team to lose. But had they lost to Wake Forest, I think we would be having a different conversation.
But then the loss to NC State.
They always lose to NC State on Friday night.
I know this. I know this.
Okay, but that's what they justified to themselves. Again, please, y'all can be mad at me if you want to. Be mad. Be mad.
Hey, Casey, bro, you don't know me very well. Tiny talk all this, and if he see Mike in person, he be talking about how much he love and respect him. Hey, Casey, I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. You truly don't know me. Because if I saw Mike, I'd be like, hey, Mike, bro, what you doing? Like, what's really going on? And I'm telling you right now, I would hover over Mike. I'd be standing right over him like, Mike, what you got going on with my program, bro? How you, like, what's happening? He would be the one going, we're trying to focus. We're trying to push things together. We're going to climb. We're going to build. If I hear you say climb to me one more time, I'm going to climb up in your ass. What's really going on, Mike? What do you need? What's happening? Are things good at home? Are you straight? Because, you age like Obama, bro. And he was in the most stressful job in the land for 8 years. Like, come on, bro. I would be on Mike's ass. Pause just a hit. Shout out to CJ with the $5 super chat. Mike is a clown, and his gray buzz cut ass gotta go. I'm a Noel, and here every week, Tiny, you misunderstood what I was saying. It's all love, Brody. Hey, it's all love. Listen, talking shit is what we do. Talking shit is what we do. So I may have misunderstood it, but in my misunderstanding, you had to get this work. That's what it is. He had to get this work, and that's what it is. But I'm with you on this. I don't think that based off of their statement. So the statement you gave us was you're going to reevaluate at the end of the season. But then you turn around and the results on the field don't look any better at all. And then you come out after an embarrassing ass whooping that you took. And then you turn around and say, well, we're going to hang on to them anyway. That tells me that the results on the field didn't matter. Now, you can tell me that they did. You can tell me they did, and I can believe you. However, that seems like you talking out of both sides of your mouth right now, Florida State, and I don't like that. And then the wild part about this is, okay, what effects is this having on the team? Shout out to them boys from Nose 247. What effect is this having on the team? Because we know that the kids are online. We know the kids are on Twitter. We know they on IG. We know they all over the place. They seeing their hashtags with their names and all that other shit.
Okay, really?
We on their ass. Yeah.
Really?
We on their ass. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
They're getting paid. They make more money than the rest of us do sitting at home on our recliners bitching about the damn coaching job, okay? They're fine. They'll be just fine. Let's not do it. Oh, what's it doing to the kids? Guess what it's doing to the kids? They're either going to get in the transfer portal like they probably already were anyway. Stop it. What's it doing to these kids? They're not kids. They're 19, 20, 21. Are you joking? What's it doing to the kids? This sounds like I'm at some goddamn church meeting. What's it doing to the kids? Are you joking? They'll be fine. They make more money than any of us sitting at home on our recliners, on our couch, sitting here on the YouTube, on our little videos. They make the money. They don't give a fuck. Okay, they're fine. Hey, maybe Mario, if Casey's listening, maybe Mario's going to pick up the phone in his greatness, while he's putting on his bra, maybe. I don't know. And be like, hey, would you like to come play for me? We can fucking break the game clock together. Who gives a shit? They don't care. The kids are fine. Okay? Fuck them kids. You know what I mean? Seriously. Are you serious? I cannot believe he said, how are the kids feeling? Who cares? They're paid. Okay? This isn't like some sort of traumatic event. All right? Are you what did I just hear? Are the kids okay? That's not what I just heard. I can't.
I didn't even finish my thought.
You make fun of me for liking animals and you just shot me a how do the kids feel when they're making millions? Are you joking? What? A what?
I
They're
wasn't
fine.
even. I didn't even. Damn, she just got my ass. That's not even what I meant. Shout out to Bobby. I'm saying. No, I'm saying. What effect is this having on the people in the building? Right, the kids are a part of it. So the players. I'm sorry, the players are a part of it, but the staff, the people in the office, etc. By the admin coming out and saying we're going to reevaluate at the end of the year, that puts like a cloud over what they could have potentially done if they would have just come, rather than them just coming out and saying he gonna be here, bro. Stop with the bullshit. Like, let's let them boys focus and get to work. That's all I'm saying. I know they professionals. I know they paid. I know this, that, and the third. I get that. I get it. But what I'm saying is, by them making that bullshit ass statement, right? Knowing damn well they wasn't finna boot that man up out of here after losing to
You're not
Stanford.
about to get me to get on this side at all. Like, at all.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is they put a cloud over the program, and they already had us like we were like piranha. We smelled the blood in the water. That's what I'm saying. But I think that them cats really could have done themselves a nice service. They've done themselves a service if they would have just come out here and said that shit. We gonna keep them. Stop with the bullshit. Right? That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Jeff Hill with another super chat. Hey, Jeff, bro. You good peoples. You good peoples. He says, here's the problem. You got a dead coach walking next year. You're going to probably have to pay double to bring any players. Can he waste all that money? Does the fire him anyway? Listen, that is a good old-fashioned Florida education right there. And I know that predictive text got your ass. Trust me, I know that shit got you. But he's spot on. You got a dead man walking that coach. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, Jeff. Let's go pivot to the next point that I wanted to make, right? So you got a dead man walking as coach, right? The players that are on the team, the pieces that you would want to keep, they can command more money now because you have to keep them. I'm thinking the Desir twins, Micah Danzy, a couple of the DBs that you have, a couple of the like Kevin Wynn, the defensive tackle, right? I'm thinking about them, Chroma. Some of those guys, you have to overpay to keep them on the team now, right? So then you turn around and you have to go to the portal to go find other players. Well, when you go find them other players, she said Corona, when you find them other players, any players that are coming in here on the portal, you need me. So now you have to overpay to get those players out of the portal. If you're going the high school recruiting route, you're going to have to overpay to get some of those players, kind of like we did with Chroma when we beat Georgia out for him on signing day, right? You got to overpay these kids. So the money that you save from keeping this dude, you finna dump it onto players to retain your roster and on players that you're going to have to go get to bring in to fill in the holes on the roster that you're about to lose. That's what I'm saying. So what you just did makes zero sense to me. So you worried about, okay, we're going to be, fiscally responsible. We're going to be fiscally conservative. We're going to be fiscally responsible. But then your fiscally responsible ass has to go out here and overpay to get mid at best. Because you can't tell me you're going out here to get projects because the projects that you got, you're not developing. So what the fuck you spending the money on? You're still being fiscally irresponsible if you keep this motherfucker on staff and you decide you finna go do that shit, man. Come on, dog. Come on. Drip said, I think Chroma can go ahead and walk. That dude was slacking hard on the blocks. His run stride is weird also. Chroma could be good. He young. He a true freshman. I'm not going to really knock the brother for what he doing out there, but I don't see no progression. I damn sure know when I saw a young Dalvin Cook out there, Dalvin Cook had his little issues at the beginning. Remember, he was fumbling his ass off. Then he got his shit right and he was taking off and beasting on shit. I damn sure know I saw progression there. Where's the progression? I saw Cam Akers come in. Cam Akers had problems dancing before he was getting in the hole. And then once he got through that, he kept going. And then Cam Akers started hitting the hole hard and taking that shit off on people. I saw progression there. We see progression from time to time. I don't see progression out of this cat. And it's a combination of things that I'm saying, that I'm looking at. Number one, I keep seeing them get swapped the fuck out. Why they swapping them out like that? Who's the fucking position coach that's swapping out the running backs like this? Why the fuck I keep seeing Sawchuck slow? I can barely run 30 yards faster than my grandma ass on the field all the fucking time. Right? Right? That's the shit that gets me about this. Where's the development? Where's the development? Now you got to go out here and spin to go buy some Sawchuck out here. That's what I'm calling it from now. They got to spin to go get some Sawchuck. That's what they got to do. Oh, I'm losing my fucking mind, Jen. I'm losing my fucking mind. I can't believe
You
this
are,
shit.
but I mean, it's fine. Again, it's not saying I think they made the right decision. I'm just explaining that was probably what was going to happen. Not probably. That was what was going to happen all along.
Right.
So I think we can either deal with it and bitch about it. Cool. Let's all bitch about it. It is what it is. We don't work in that office. We can't do anything about it. And so you can either, all we can do, in the great words of Silk, is what?
Lie and cheer, baby.
Cheer. Lie
All we can
and
do is
cheer.
lie and
That's
cheer.
all we can do. And it is what it is right now. We're gonna probably lose to Florida this weekend. That is what it is, right? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to lie? I guess, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we could beat Florida. Do I think we could beat Florida? Absolutely. If they played right, they could. But they won't.
You know why? You know what? I'm with you on that. You 100% spot on, and I agree with everything you just said. Here's my problem, right? My problem is more of an existential issue. I don't even care about this fucking Florida game.
Yeah.
I don't even care about this Florida game. I haven't talked shit to a single Jamesville hater fan at all. I normally would be on the timeline selling out, talking reckless. This is the first time in a while where I have not given a fuck about the Florida game. They've taken
your joy. They've taken your
away
joy
from me. Taken something away from me. I just hop on the bike and go ride down to the beach, ride up and down A1A. Shout out to my Fort Lauderdale peeps. If you've been out there at 7:30 in the morning, you've seen me going up and down the beach on my yellow Beyond.
Beachfront Avenue.
Out here enjoying it.
I'm hearing like Ice Ice Baby now in my head now that you said that. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm out here enjoying my bike ride. Got that sand, got that wind blowing in my face. It smells like sand, seawater, and under titty bikini sweat. Like, I'm just smelling all of that. It smells great out here. It feels good to be out there on the water. Don't be making that face like you ain't never had. Hey, listen, some things are just natural aphrodisiacs out here. And that under titty bikini sweat, that's one of them. All right? Think I bullshit.
Okay.
Put it in chat, fellas. Hey, the men in the chat will tell you there's nothing sexier than under titty bikini sweat. That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
All right.
I'm out here just riding my bike, enjoying the fresh air. It's 75 degrees out, right? And this is on a football.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry, that was hilarious.
A football.
No.
Football Saturday. I just saw what he said. Dave an asshole, bro. That under titty bikini sweat smell like old tire irons. Like, that shit's terrible. That shit's terrible. His shit smell like train smoke. Anyway, and I don't give a damn no more. I truly don't give a damn no more. Now I'm just like, all right, y'all gonna keep them. Let's see what y'all gonna do with these resources, because we don't know if Gus coming back. Shout out to my boy G. He was like, did you see Gus's press conference the whole time that they're like, are you gonna be back next year? He's like, yeah, I'm just out here coaching the offense, getting things together.
I think Gus Malzahn might actually be going to Arkansas.
I mean, I just saw something that said that they in finalization talks with Matt Campbell.
Really?
I saw some shit on.
Was that
on
the same one?
Saying that.
Okay, I need to go back and check because I thought it was going to be Gus Malzahn. Maybe, I don't know.
Listen, if Matt Campbell hired Gus Malzahn up there, that'd actually be pretty good. Yeah, Rashad, you said you hope Gus leaves. Gus's offense is not the problem.
Yeah, it's not his offense.
It really ain't his offense that's the problem. It's actually the personnel on that offense that he helped choose, and that's been the issue. But we'll save that for another day.
Okay, I thought it was a troll account too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that, so I got Centelled. All right, cool. Well, either way, if Gus leaves, you need a new OC, and who you gonna bring in here? Is this gonna be like another Kendall Browse, Willie Taggart situation where Kendall Browse gonna come in, and the people who paying Browse is gonna come in and be like, "Hey, Taggart, we told you to leave that motherfucker alone. Let him call the game." Are you gonna neuter
No,
Mike like
I
that
think
too?
unless Gus gets a head coaching job, I think he'll be back. That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way,
Yeah.
like it's whatever at that point. And you've just stolen my fucking joy, dog. You
I'm
stole it.
sorry.
Not you. No.
Oh.
Listen, you can never steal my joy. There's a couple of things I'll let you steal. My joy won't be one of them. All right. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Stop it.
Oh my God, Bane gets all the attention, Bobby. Why you acting like he's some bum or something? Because one of my true freshman D tackles has more sacks than your All-American defensive end, top 5 guy. That's why. One of my true freshman defensive tackles has more sacks than your top D line. That's all I'm saying. And my true freshman's hairline looks better because Bane looked like George Jefferson out there. He need to go ahead and shave that shit off and come home. He needs to shave that shit off and come home.
Not George
100%.
Jefferson.
100%.
No.
Listen, my hairline is beautiful. Bane wish he had a hairline like this, and that dude is like 10, 12 years younger than I am, 15 years younger than me. Like, come on, bro. Just go ahead and come home. Come home. Just come on home, bro. That's all. That's all we saying. But Florida State out here wilding. 2026 is going to be a shit show. This is going to be a rough offseason.
Yeah.
It done cost me 2 of my favorite shows. And so I saw somebody in the chat say, well, why have a show if it's going to be like this? Because I like to run my mouth. That's why.
Wait, what? Somebody said, why have a show?
Like, why have a show? It is what it is at this point. You damn right it is what it is. And guess what? I get to run my mouth and talk about it. All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to shit on anybody.
We get to have fun. Like, what's the problem?
Including mine. This is fun for me. Bane is elite. I mean, he might be elite. The numbers ain't showing he elite, though. Elite players have elite numbers. What his numbers look like this season? How many tackles he got? How many sacks he got this season? Huh? Oh, okay. Because I know elite defensive ends can get sacks. Elite defensive ends are not talked about playing D tackle at the next level. Elite defensive ends are out here putting up numbers. I know because I had an elite defensive end a few years ago by the name of Jared Verse, and that guy got sacks, and he commanded double team.
And how did he look last night against my Bucks? How did he look last night against my Bucks? Do you know how hard this is? I'm sitting here watching the TV, and it's like, there he goes, just goes off against my Bucks, and I'm sitting here just going, love you, Jared. You know? And it's like, but he was told he wasn't good enough. Just saying.
Right. Shane's fans out here talking about how Bane did this. Oh, they been yeah. Who said that in the chat? Somebody said they tilt the Galaxy King. I see, man, they tilt the entire protection to Bane. All of the FSU fans, did they or did they not tilt their entire protections in 2023 toward Jared Verse? Jared Verse was so fired that when they tilted the defense toward him, they allowed Patrick Waka Flocka Payton to start going off on shit. They tilted and slid protections to Jared Verse, and he still got home. And then our defensive coordinator said, you know what we're going to do? Not only are we going to put Jared Verse over there, we're going to put Braden Fisk next to him. And when we put Braden Fisk next to him, one of them two motherfuckers is going to get there. Now, how many times have you seen Bane do what Verse has done? You haven't. All right, stop lying to yourselves.
If you are like a defensive like guru, or that's your porn, or that's what you use to get off, if you don't turn on that Florida State Louisville game in that ACC championship, I'm telling you right now, that is a defensive guru's, or whatever their niche is, you know what I mean? That is the game that would make them explode. You know what I mean? And everybody says, what a horrible, awful game to watch. What I watched was defensive. Like, that was crazy. If you go back and rewatch that shit, I've never seen anything like that. I'm not kidding. Like, that was crazy.
Yes, all you do when you go watch that game is just skip over the FSU offensive parts of the game and only watch the defense. Just do that. It's like listening to the Fugees album. You listen to Wyclef, you listen to Lauryn Hill, and you completely forget that Praz is in the group. you just switch to the next song when
Yeah.
Wyclef and Lauryn Hill are done.
Yeah.
That's what that game was. You watch
Oh.
Verse, you watch Fisk, you watch Deloche, Bethune, you watch them DBs, you watch that defense, and just skip right over the parts where the offense is out there.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to CJ. CJ said Bay wears Verse pajamas.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yo,
Look.
he's got Vert. He's like that Wolverine picture where he's just sitting there looking at the picture. He's got Jared Verse on it when you go to bed at night. But yes, you can watch that shit if you want to. It's Bane ain't on that level. He's good. Bane is good. It's just that one of my true freshman defensive tackles has more sacks than him this season. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we've talked enough about my squad over here. Let's talk about these shames real quick, because these bitch ass motherfuckers is out here crying because Notre Dame is ranked ahead of them right now. You know what? Yeah. Since y'all want to talk about my program, let's talk about your program. Where he at? Where old boy at, Casey? Let's talk about your program. Out here crying because Notre Dame is ahead of us and we beat them head to head. Notre Dame is ahead of the college football people. Hate us. They don't like us. They always against Miami. Meanwhile, y'all went out here and lost to Louisville and SMU, two unranked ass programs at the time when you played their ass. What? But we beat them. Yeah, you did beat them. And guess what? You went out there and you shit the bed like you do every season. You went out there and lost to Louisville and you lost to SMU. Stop crying.
And by the way, Mario tried to give that Notre Dame game away as hard as he possibly could.
Sure did.
I think Casey might be Mario's in-house guy. You know what I mean? Because, the rumors about Mario is, maybe he's a little... Everything we say here is true, except for the things that are false.
There it is. This might actually be Mario Cristobal himself.
Yeah, I think it might be. He's very lonely, probably, and I am not really buying what he's selling a lot of the times, and I don't think anybody else is. But yeah, I 100%. If things end today, if every game ends today, Notre Dame's getting picked over Miami, and I don't know what to tell anybody.
Hey, they ain't got shit to do with me. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If Miami had their way, just like my boy Dave said, they need to go ahead and rank us ahead of Alabama right now because we got in their ass. We got in their ass, all right? I don't want to hear none of that shit. Bobby out here talking about Bobby. Why you out here telling the sauce, bro? Why you out here putting my 11 herbs and spices out here on Front Street? I don't want to hear that shit. Notre Dame deserves to be in over y'all, and it's y'all fault because y'all beat them on the field and then went out here and shit the bed against Louisville.
Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I don't think Notre Dame deserves to be in over them. I don't. To me, this is 100%. This is 100% bias. And it's because the ACC sucks. And look, you can shush me if you want to, but you talked for a long time. All I'm going to say is I do think it's bullshit. I think Miami deserves, based on their record and everything, over Notre Dame. You cannot tell me that they don't. Notre Dame's getting in because of Notre Dame, and Miami fans, y'all are going to have to just fucking handle it. While y'all laughed at us over the snub and said blah 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 about the logo's different. The logo's different. The logo's not going to be different when Notre Dame is now picked over you, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And it happened last year, except for who got picked over you? SMU, Bama didn't even get in last time. Who did they put in over Miami last time? Let's go through a refresher.
It was Alabama. Oh, Alabama didn't even get in. It was
Alabama did not get in.
And Clemson, because Clemson won the title at SMU.
Yes, but SMU got in off of some bullshit. I get it. But this is something they're going to have to live with. While you guys sat on your hands talking about Florida State shouldn't be suing, nobody should be suing this league. This league has kept y'all in mid, us in mid, everybody in mid, because they don't give a fuck about anybody but North Carolina. And this brings us to our. Did you like that? Did
I
you
do.
like that?
I do.
Like merge and how to go to the next segment? That is amazing. I put it all together.
I just like to publicly say that I do agree. I think Miami should be in over Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you don't see my mouth actually saying those words, did I actually say them? Did I actually say them? I don't believe so. But now you had a nice segue there.
There
What
you
about
go.
North
You like that?
Carolina?
You like
What
that?
about North Carolina?
Let's discuss this because we're all going to have some fun here. This is amazing. The GOAT of coaches, right? The hood, the mumbler in chief, whatever you want to call him, who cares, right? Bill Belichick. Where was he this week? Where was he this week?
Listen, he looked like a proud grandfather at a dance recital. That's what it looked like to me. Where the fuck was he? He looked like he was like, oh
Close
my
enough.
God, look at
Close
little
enough to a
Emma.
dance recital. He was at his nurse/girlfriend's adult cheerleading competition in the stands, in the back, sitting there next to actual human beings who are looking at him going, oh my God, is that him? Like, what? Like, adult cheerleading competitions are stuff that goes on at the Y. This isn't a real thing. This is like, what? This is like what? You don't get paid for this. This is adult cheerleading, co-ed cheerleading. And by the way, let's be for real. My guess is the co-ed guy on her team is probably getting a lot closer to her kitty cat than old grandpa is. Okay?
Oh,
Let's not forget this. This is so gross. And he's sitting there and still angry and comes out the next day. Oh, by the way, I don't have any interest in the Giants job. Wow. Thanks for
dude.
that, Bill. Thanks for that, Bill. We had no idea that you weren't interested in the Giants. Let's cross him off the list.
Hey, I saw that picture. You listen. You told me about that shit, and I went and saw that picture. Cuz looked like he just looks so just disgusted to be there, and I'm
No,
like,
he
this is what
wasn't.
your ass did.
I feel like he was disgusted that poor woman actually looked at him and was like, "Are you Bill Belichick?" That's what he was disgusted by. Because maybe he's disgusted with himself because he's allowed this 20-year-old harlot, Jordan or whatever, who makes me listen to Pablo Torre's podcast because this meltdown at North Carolina might be my favorite story next to Manti Te'o. It is
Dude.
so amazing what has gone on. And North Carolina just stands there and goes, yes, sir, may I have another? They have embarrassed this program to no end. And there's nothing sweeter than it going on with those bunch of lawyers and losers that North Carolina is, who will never win anything significantly in football, yet they pretend they care because they've hired someone clearly with dementia, with some 19-year-old Jordan who spells it Jordan and wants to go by Jordan, which is crazy.
Wait, is that true?
Yes.
Her name is Jordan?
Yes. Where have you been?
Bro, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, yes.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Instead of Michelle, it's Michelle. What?
Yeah.
Shut your bitch ass the fuck up. Are you kidding me?
Jordan. And now she's dragging this old man to her adult cheerleading competition. And he's still like, why won't any teams take me seriously? I'm stuck at North Carolina. Well, here you go. What's next?
That man looked like he was up past his bedtime and he was sad about it.
That's exactly what he was mad about. Yeah.
Daphne said he always looks miserable. And you're right. The problem is the few times that we saw him look happy was when he was laying on his back on the beach with her on his feet, holding her up in the air. Everything they do is like something that a grandfather would do with their grandchild. I'm gonna lay on the ground and put my feet on her belly and try to balance her on my feet while my feet are all the way up in the air. That is some shit you do with children. That's some shit you do with your grandchildren.
He is doing it with a child. She's 19. That's a child. Okay? That's a child.
But when I just said they were kids that were out here getting paid on the football field, you told me that they weren't kids. You said fucking kids. And Bill is really fucking
still
them
agree
kids
with that.
right now.
Look,
Bill fucking them kids.
Well, good for him. Actually, you know what? You're right. I take that back. Good for him. However, I feel like he might have dementia, so that might be a little different.
Oh, come on. Allegedly.
Look, have y'all not seen him? Have y'all not seen it? That man doesn't know where he is. He's not coaching University of North Carolina football. I don't think anybody is, except for his son who licks his face daily. He just like sits there with that tongue going all around his face. Look, no. Actually, I am being consistent. Thank you.
Hey,
I am being very consistent. No, I'm taking it back now. No, I'm taking it back. That man has dementia. So she is using him. There you go.
Oh, I mean, of course. Listen, in what world is a 75-year-old man like that snatching a 19-year-old, a philosophy major? They met on a plane and she's writing a philosophy paper.
I bet you money at some point she's probably faked her age, and I bet you she's like 39. She looks like a hard young. Have you seen her? She looks like a hard young.
No, you know what? You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever actually seen her face. You know, let me look up Jordan. This is some real good show right here. We're gonna look at the Jordan. Is that her name? Is that how you spell it? What's her last name?
I've been forced to listen to Pablo Torres. Okay, who wants to do that to themselves? But this story is so fucking funny. She has patented gold digger. She has applied to patent the word gold digger. Yes.
Okay, first off, I've never seen.
How did Kanye not do that? How did Kanye not do that first? That's all I'm going to say. Number one. Number two, good for her if she gets it. She's not going to get it, obviously. But yes, this is what this bitch has done. I don't understand.
Okay. I don't really be paying attention to this shit. This is Jen's wheelhouse. And every once in a while, I'll just dip my toe in the Jen wheelhouse water and I'll see some nut ass shit. I just typed in Jordan Belicheck because I don't know what her last name is. And it popped up. First off, her name on IG is literally Jord with a capital O for the second O in. Jordan is what she put here. All right. And I ain't gonna hold you. I thought you was bullshitting when you said she looked old, because every time I've seen her be on the TV and all this other shit, Shorty having it real rough when she ain't got that makeup on. This is one of them joints where you like, how old are y'all? Oh,
is she 24? Maybe I was being a little crazy about that, but yeah. That's still young. Bill Belichick is almost 80. Okay? Like, let's not. Like, she's 24. Okay, cool. He's 80. I mean, what? What do they talk about? What do you sit down at 80? You know? And Bill Belichick went through a time where there was no cell phones. Like, there's no you didn't even have fucking paid for phones on the street. You know what I mean? Like,
who just said Blue Chew? Who said Blue Chew? Come on, dog. Yo, the chat wallet.
Like, are we serious? Honestly, he's 80. What do they sit down and talk about? Like, if you're sitting down for dinner, does she help him with his dentures? Do you put him to the side? Are y'all talking? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Because y'all gotta have the same energy you had for Anna Nicole Smith, who was clearly married to a 100-year-old.
Whoa. Hey,
what?
There will be no Anna Nicole Smith slander on this program. We can slander a lot of people. We will not slander that. That is a high level. That's a high level right there. Just saying. we had proper hoes back in the day. All right, that was when we were in the heyday of proper hodom. I don't know what we got going on now, but Anna Nicole Smith was one of them ones. She was one of them ones. All right, they don't make no more of them joints. They do not make no more. It's gonna be another 15, 20 years till we get another one of those. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
All I'm saying.
Well, what I will say is, what do they talk about?
Oh no,
Nada.
they don't talk about a damn thing. He's probably out here teaching her, teaching her this, that, and the third. I mean, she is of college level, so she got to be on point. Daphne, hold on, pause. 24 is such a tough age. Too old to be a cheerleader. Too young to be a Hall of Fame coach's girlfriend. Sigh. I'm done. I'm done.
Well,
I
Daphne,
can't.
that's why she was at the adult co-ed cheerleading competition, because that's all she could do. And poor Jordan, she hasn't done enough. She hasn't killed his kids yet, although I'm pretty sure she wants to, because they clearly hate her. But I also hate her because, again, I've had to listen to Pablo Torres.
Hey Dave, B. Arthur over Anna Nicole. First off, that's not even a question. All right, B. Arthur is top 5 all time, dead or alive, baby. B. Arthur is up there. Don't you ever don't she shouldn't even be in this conversation. All right, get your shit together. We damn right B. Arthur over Anna Nicole Smith. Hell, I'll take Sophia too over Anna Nicole Smith. You outside your mind. Those are 4 Hall of Fame level white right there. Rose is number 4. All you Rose people can go kick rocks, and I love Betty White, but Rose was clearly number 4. All right, B. Arthur. So listen, Dorothy, Sophia, and Blanche. Hey, yes sir, yes sir. Then Anna Nicole Smith. Then we can slide Rose in there. That's what we can do. Fix your face. What you looking all sideways for? I know you're not hating on B. Arthur right now. All right,
No, no, not at all. This is just funny. It's funny.
All right, don't make me start singing the song before we get out of here. I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That is your girl. I can't believe your girl Jordan is out here on some nut ass shit.
Yeah.
That's your girl talk. I can't fuck with that shit. It's terrible. I can't even hate on it because they grown. They making grown up decisions.
That's the thing. I mean,
it's a terrible. It's a terrible.
She's look. She went from zero wealth to now she's worth 20 million because of properties that Belicheck has bought her. Like, good for her, I guess. Right? Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks like a fool. He looks like a fool. North Carolina looks like a fool. This is, if y'all want to say Florida State's a running joke in college football, it's North Carolina. Y'all live in a bubble. It's North Carolina. That's national news. It's everywhere. Everyone's making fun of it. I mean, it makes NFL conversations. When he came out there and was like, I'm not interested in the Giants job, NFL shows were going, wow. This is so bad at North Carolina. North Carolina is getting the worst publicity. So again, hey, if you're gonna have a shitty year after the Alabama win, couldn't be a better time because there's nothing that's overshadowing that. Okay. Because y'all live in a bubble if you think it is. Because it's not like North Carolina and Bill Belichick in a diaper with his 19-year-old girlfriend walking around the field is the story. That's the story. I'm sorry.
I will say this, and we'll end on that. But I will say this: you can't listen. You can't beat college football, dog. It's not a real place. College football is not.
It's amazing.
Real. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter. You soft as fuck because you ain't
one more thing. One more thing. I'm gonna do this for George, who poor Hugh Freeze got fired. I'm just gonna say one more thing. Of course, here's LSU starting in. Hey, we didn't fire Brian Kelly, right? We didn't fire him. Even though we were all sitting on our couch watching them fire Brian Kelly 2 weeks before this. And now they're like, no, we didn't. So now we're not going to pay him his money. Right? They're trying to make up a rumor. Now, all the rumors about Brian Kelly and young girls have been going around for a long time, which LSU didn't give a fuck about for the first 3 years, right? They didn't care, or 2 years, whatever it was. They didn't give two shits. Now, when they need to fire him, they're like, hey, wait, what are these rumors? Brian Kelly sucks as a human being? Brian Kelly has sucked as a human being for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 60 years. He's, what, 65? Who gives a shit? He sucked as a human being. He's murdered people, killed people. He's got a couple under his belt. He doesn't care. LSU didn't care. That's why I think Lane Kiffin was about to just walk to LSU. Do I still think he might go there? Sure. I think it's more 50-50 now. Because that was such a shitty move for LSU to do. I don't know what they were really thinking. Brian Kelly really sucks. Don't make me defend him. He's horrible. But, yeah.
I'm not saying nothing. I
yes,
feel like
murders. Come on.
I feel like
a couple people. He's got like a couple under his notch. Let's be honest.
And on that note, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who is watching on Twitter. You soft for not bringing your punk ass over to YouTube and getting in the chat. Shout out to my boy George for putting down the ones and twos with the production. Shout out to my beautiful co-host, my FSU Harley Quinn. I am so happy we got you back up here, girl. And before we get out of here, G, you can take us out on this. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Hey, man. First off, fuck Bama in the road tide. Fuck Tuscaloosa in every city that's close by. Bitch ass hillbilly redneck fans. Auburn almost caught y'all slacking like dress pants. Michigan trash, they ain't got a damn chance.